Eon sick!
I was worried for a second.
Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy? Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see anyone this far from Thirdborn. Are you... Your face! Your markings! They're positively magical. I had a terrible time trying to find a guide in Thirdborn who'd take me here. But meeting you makes it all worth it. You're right. I'm sorry. You have to admit, though, you are a prime specimen. I'm a mycologist, you see, and I'm working on a compendium of the different types of fungus in the living lands. Sure enough, what happens as soon as I show up? A fungus-based illness. There's a riot of data out here. If we don't learn from it, they'll have died in vain.
Strictly speaking, the Dream Scourge is not a fungal infection, though at times it does resemble one. Trust me, it's far worse. Imagine a soul rotting from within, rampant with disease, alive, yet putrid.
Oh, really? Huh. Well, that's disappointing. Actually, since you're here, I'm having some trouble with the sporlings. I've devoted my whole life to my fungal friends. But I'm finding that the ambulatory ones aren't quite as, friendly. In fact, they're quite murderous. I'd normally be against harming them, but please kill the sporlings before they kill me. The satisfaction of having helped the cause of progress. Good luck. Oh, I've got to write these measurements down before I forget. Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy?
I'd like to see it.
Can't do that! Faster, I say!
Hot out, isn't it? Welcome to Shatterscar. Or, welcome to Shark's Teeth, anyway. Damn. I didn't think you'd actually talk to someone like me. Oh! Sorry. I'm not used to Diran punctuality. Listen, I've got to take some supplies to that tower up the road. They're for Kotoa and Hayako. Have you heard of them? Wait, you've already met them? Oh, they're brilliant, aren't they? Ha! You're tougher than you look, scumbag. Wait! At least tell me what happened at the tower. How'd you survive? Kutabao! No! You... I'll kill you for this!
Finished. Egworth and Roth!
something?
Bravo!
Don't think so, dear.
Quick as a fox!
There's nothing there.
They're coming!
Eggsworth and Ross!
Patience, dearie.
the moon.
Worth and Roth! Egworth and Roth! Eon Seek!
Those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Let's have a closer look at camp. Sounds like a gate has opened. Mountains, valleys, perhaps a code of some kind? That's done? Who's hungry? We got company!
Need a moment, dear. This is surreal. And the perfect place to set up shop if you're an archmage. I hadn't had a chance to see all this before. It's magnificent. Come on, let's go introduce ourselves to an archmage.
Logically, I know these were put here to frighten us. And yet, I'm still frightened.
These are so lifelike. Poor bastards. Even more bodies. Oh, gauche. This is it. Ringrim was definitely here.
What gave it away? The tableau of frozen corpses? The Archmage of Terror is many things, but subtle is not one of them.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough finesse to make all this?
Whatever you say, Yardsley. Regardless, we didn't come across this by accident. The Archmage is trying to frighten us. Successfully, I might add.
A spell. And a very clever one. Ringrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Everyone except us. Of course I probably can. All spells have a counter. You just have to know what it is. But we can figure that out later. Right now, we have to focus on what's at the end of that passage. Precisely. Chances are we'll die. But if we don't, we stop Ludwig and get into the ruins. So, win-win.
I like our odds, especially with you around.
Let's get going. Oh, and stay close.
Morbid, disturbing, intimidating. But I like it.
Basta!
It's either too hot or too cold. I miss Emerald Stair.
Stay close. Queen's trying to scare us off, but we won't let her, will we? Oh, what a frosty welcome. And even I'm freezing. Are her illusions really so powerful? It's just a trick, Convoy. Crafted cold trick. Keep moving.
visitors. Do you know what this moment calls for? A beautiful, macabre story that lingers in the mind. You wish to find me? You'll have to wait until I tell this tale.
We're not getting up there. Unless Yatsley sprouts a pair of wings.
There's got to be a way. Let's snoop around.
Land shaped in the dreamer's image, not with stone or axe, but with essence. Songs of ancient magic. Could we sing to them?
Child's play. What a guitar.
Once, a very important statue fell to pieces, and an entire village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again.
So good. Skeletons. Just the thing to brighten up the place. Oh, my weapon.
Be on seek.
There's nothing there. Quick as a fox. Just a minute.
Seek.
On your left, dear.
If you can make the decision the village could not and restore the statue, I will see you inside my tower.
We're in no position to argue. She has all the power here. That was a close one.
Sometimes cold reason is necessary.
The Heart of Stone. It's quite realistic, isn't it?
And warm to the touch. Strange. Not unpleasant.
Archmage truly are inscrutable creatures, aren't they?
That stone you picked up should fit in here. One lonely piece of a disturbing puzzle.
This must be the statue mentioned in the story. Let's check around here once more. Maybe we can find something that'll give us a hint. Oh, and Ringrim left us a book. Let's see what it says. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come, and the village could not make a decision to save itself. She's an Archmage. She doesn't have to threaten people. First things first, let's get those statue pieces.
Puzzles are known to sharpen the mind. The Archmage must want to hone our senses.
The village was on the verge of destruction, but still they argued.
How interesting. The way it stopped, it's like he's reaching out, like begging.
Maybe it just wants to be held. Either way, it's unsettling.
Oh, don't fret. I'll be worth it.
We're doing a lot of work to impress someone more powerful than us. I hope it's worth it.
I'm sure he'll go somewhere. Let's go see where.
Huh.
Worth and Rob!
On the ladder!
Be on sick!
Who's next? Anyone?
The village wanted so badly to do the right thing.
You're here for my Adra piece, aren't you? You can't have it!
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, dearie.
I'll die without the Adra. Please, don't take it from me. I don't want to die. What statue? What are you talking about? Why shouldn't I have the Adra piece? It's mine.
Interesting. This must be another illusion.
They may be an illusion, but their fear isn't.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just please let me keep this. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Wait. I hear screaming. No. What's happening to the village? Everyone's sick. Oh, gods. No. It's too late. It's far too late. We're doomed. What have I done?
And because the village would not put the statue back together, everyone died, including him.
We've got the heart and the hand, which means this must be the head. But who is that?
That ought to be the final piece. Let's be done with this.
It's The lesson rather than the authenticity of the story that matters. Yes. We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick, put them in. Oh, I want to see how all of this works.
Tread lightly. The Archmage is expecting us, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're welcome.
We're going into an Archmage's tower. It'll all be fine. Or at least exciting.
Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph. That had better be a very good book. Give me a second.
three of you. It's like something out of a book. A godlike of an unknown deity, an exiled animancer, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable, all at once.
We didn't come all this way to stroke your ego, Archmage. We seek answers.
Fear peels away all of one's pretense. Mortals are their most sincere when they're under stress. Also, I needed to finish my reading. Although it would have been amusing if you died for it. Huh? What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle? Oh, I like you. Most people wouldn't dare mouth off to an Archmage. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones. Oh, you have permission to be wrong. As long as you understand, I don't care about any one individual. More than anything, the whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me, or the other Archmages. It's what we leave behind. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand? No, I'm speaking in philosophy. It's quite different. That's beside the point, though. Most people find it difficult to relate to an Archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path. Consider listening for a moment before you resort to utter futility. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. I'm fascinated by the implications. What about you is so special that you can enter the ruins and I cannot? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it. Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. That honor belongs to your Emperor. But more importantly, you don't get a say. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go! Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. A little, yes. Mostly, I'm just pleased that there are still things I'm ignorant of. It's gotten so tedious of late. A good question, with possibly worrying answers.
Severing Adra like this requires mass amounts of essence. The souls of thousands offered up for a singular purpose.
Who knows how many were sacrificed to sever an entire continent? And why? I do intend to find out, though. If there's anything of interest there, I imagine you'll find it. Oh, hush. You are the envoy of Adir. Dirty work is all you do. I wish you luck on your journey. If you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you. I'd focus on survival first, Envoy. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course.
She gave you her grimoire. Be careful with that thing.
I assume you want directions to the ruin. The ruins are far in the northwest. The people... no more wait. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling grim. Are you still here? Excuse me, I have reading to do.
This just happened, right? I didn't... Rain Grim liked me? And she gave me her grimoire!
You...
No, Quilly. With Rick.
For what?
Then the...
Let's hope the ruins are warm. I didn't think to bring a coat.
magical ability required to make such a barrier. It's remarkable. Onward!
Worry in a brush!
Let's finish it.
Worth and wrong!
Giants like these before. What happened here?
I've dreamt of exploring Nagukubel for years, to find out what happened to the godless who built this and why they vanished. Of course, but we can take a little look around, since we're here already, can't we?
We found something like this in Naku Tadak. What's their significance?
These are magfolk. They're often found in many godless ruins, but they are definitely not godless. To kill godless, I imagine. Godless ruins are filled with magfolk remains, but no records of them exist in Akedan lore. I don't think the godless did well against the magfolk.
They seem to be killing machines. But who made them? And to what end?
8 years. Blood like a fountain. No quarter. Nothing spared.
Wait, did the voice in your head just talk? What did it say? The poor dear. I can only imagine what they saw, what they know, what they've suffered. Anything of historic importance is often blood-soaked. Are you ready? We're entering one of their holiest places. Who knows what we'll find? Okay. Got my wand, got my grimoire. Let's go already. Worthan Roth.
We remember. They loved, and we loved in return. We remember. They loved, and we loved in return.
Lead the way.
Beat them to the earth!
Bravely. Well done.
Look at that Atra. What else might be here?
The heart of the Akita beats. Our veins stir. You are close. Seek the ancient kith who dwell here. They will show you the way.
An intruder comes.
That's a ghost.
You don't belong here. Why have you come? What business do you have in this place? Tell me, before I... And the gardener. Of course, they'd seek more souls to help them.
The gardener? That must be how the ancient Akidans referred to their god. To stop...
I am Numena, Tebaro Senakis, and guardian of the Akita and the living land. They came swarming, relentless, these juggernauts. So many they stole the heat from the stars. They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our kin. And the sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Oh, I know this. You speak of the Magfolk.
Yes, Story Seeker. Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us. After our gardener? If so, I've learned so. Our words were burned. Our buildings were broken. Anything that was of Akita, they destroyed.
That's why there are no records. No histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our gardener.
Drought. A sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this. Life cut down. The light, it blinded us. Why were we so afraid?
The gardener quickens. This hastens our fears. What the gardener requests, none dare refuse. In their fear, they begged that we protect them. Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akita wants more slaughter still. So our gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
We wait. They know. They understand. Why do they hinder you?
When the gardener calls, there is no turning away. But you will prove yourself to us through a series of trials. First is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient dead, and earn the right to face the second. You cannot hurt them any longer. You can only offer them. Go now.
We just spoke to an ancient heathen!
Well, that was certainly a nightmare.
That ghost called you a Tabaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akita called their godlikes.
And rock!
Nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
They're gathering their strength. We should do the same. We've got better things to do.
That's the last. So that was first try. On to the second. We've got another door open. And
Another stranger. You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall. Why have you come here? Tell me your mind. Tell me what rides in it. The magfolk sought the gardener too, and our gardener did not want to be found. Our gardener knew what the magfolk would do, and they broke the world to keep themselves safe. The waters boiled, the land opened, the rivers rose, and we drowned.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How did we do this? We bleed, they bleed, the magfolk strike. How could we pierce the vein? We cannot, we writhe. Why must we feel this?
There were so few of us left when the magfolk were at our doors. We are dead. What can pity do? We are beyond help. Their ways are not the ways of people. You want a path to the garden? Pass this trial of the mind. We will know the breadth of your wisdom before we let you learn what our gardener truly is.
Whatever the answers must be worth it, right?
I wonder if there's a clever trick to it.
We are nearly free now.
I'll just find the right rhythm and we'll be through in a flash. These ghosts aren't very helpful, are they?
The dead should not keep secrets.
These ghosts aren't very helpful, are they?
The dead...
This just seems unfair. The Echidans are being less welcoming than I'd hoped.
What did you expect? They're dead.
Judging by this mural, the relationship the Echida had with their god was complicated. Perhaps Avowed was moody? Mural almost makes me feel nervous. Looks like a list of building materials. Well, itself. Third time's the charm. Another door is revealed.
You bear our gardener's mark. Somehow you've proven to have strength, and we now see what you represent. We know the truth of you. We cannot risk you causing another calamity. The gardener must love you for your pliance. One last time, and no more. This I vow. I, Katenrus, who was Tebaru Sonakis once, understand promises. Unlike some. No more words. You have not earned the right. Finish. You come as a supplicant. You do not have the privilege of questions.
I wonder what's at the end of all these trials. I don't imagine it's good. Of course these trials require a leap of faith.
Hmm.
Gardener's mark.
The Gardener has grown roots into the Outlander.
What do you truly seek with our God?
This is... Oh, well, seems like some of the construction had all kinds of fun. The fur on the back of my neck is standing up.
Somehow you bested our trials. Like vermin, you persist.
Like vermin, you endured. You kept your head.
You live where worthier souls have fallen, but your journey ends here.
Soil hardens. Hesitation. Why do we smell fear? They are here to be found. Why? Why will they not free us?
This is where you die, Outlander. We cannot risk you provoking the Gardener and causing another cup.
So be it. Prepare yourself.
Second time?
Oh, and it looks like we got a prize on the table over there. Let's take a look, shall we?
Bravo!
never seen an Akedan device like this. These mechanisms, they mark the locations of important sites. It's a map.
Ever closer. We must speak of this.
A map? I can't believe it survived all these years. Just waiting for the right hands to pick it up again.
Good. Serves her right.
So close. We reach. Find us in the Adra.
Your gods said hello, didn't they? Go on then, deal with them. I need time to translate. Your god wants a chat.
Come, we yearn for answers. You are here. You heard us in the roots. You seek the garden. You know the way. But the Jabaru Sinakis, they turn from you. Perhaps they too recoil from the venom in your soul. Ungrateful! They forget what we have done for them, how we loved them. We were theirs, and they were ours, and we told them to protect the wild and the green. In return, we promised to protect them, and we were true. Always, we protected them. We will not remember. We do not hide. Lies. The rot twists our memories, splinters them, reflections in a night-swallowed lake. We lived in harmony. We were at peace, and then they came with metal bodies and murderous intent. We tried to stop them. We did not want them to die. We loved them. We tried. We loved them so much. We did not cause pain. The spirits lie. We loved them most. They twist our words. We will show you. Let us offer you another gift. A seedling of power. Our gift is yours to accept or reject. That is all we will say. We will show you our favor. Wait. An intruder. The piercing light. She draws near. The wire. A razor in our throat. Stop her! We writhe. We bleed. Gods! Bringer of the fire! Oh, it burns! She comes to trap us! Out! Send her out! Set!
Wake up! Wake up! What happened? Are you all right? Thankfully, your nap gave me enough time to look at that map you found. Was it ever in doubt? We're going to Galawain's tusks. We just have to find a godless tower on the southern coast, and boom! There's our entrance into the garden.
We should talk to Marius. He knows the tusks better than anyone. Until then, we must ready ourselves for a fight.
Oh, big mistake!
Worth and rock!
Patience.
Gather round!
before you worsen the situation.
Ruins are overgrown with corruption. You should burn it out before it spreads.
You're a child playing at being a hero. You understand none of the forces at work here.
The circle of Archmage has overstepped their authority. Again.
I don't know how to explain this any better. This is not a problem to solve with cannons or steel.
Is that... Oh, it can't be. Not now. Not her.
Envoy, I hope you found what you were looking for. Because those ruins are about to be a distant memory. And the Dream Scourge. Yet you walked away unscathed. Fascinating. This is a spring from which the Dream Scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of the island.
No, a cleansing fire. Poison or cure?
The same poison that spread to Fior Messiverno, and even now rots the city from within.
The only poison I see here is you, and I would love nothing more than to purge you from the living lands.
Charming. Stand by my side, and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge. And at Sapadal. Would you tear down everything we've built? Abandon our oaths because they were too difficult to fulfill? I've been watching you, Envoy. You, who survived when so many godlike fell. I even asked the gods what made you so remarkable. And the burned queen opened my eyes to what you are. We knew the chaos of the living lands had an origin. How could I have known that you were its offspring? We have that much in common. There are two plagues in the living lands. Help me destroy one, and the other will follow.
Ashes. Nothing of the Akita will remain.
We may not burn out the Dream Scourge here, but we can burn out its symptoms and take the fight to your patron.
Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Hubris. She assumes a great deal about a force she barely understands.
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the living lands.
Another reason why they should be destroyed. Sapadal is dangerous, but an Archmage is more unpredictable by far. No, it's ours to decide. And without you, Sapadal can do nothing to stop us.
She's trying to turn you against the living lands, not just Sapadal. She's either desperate or frightened. But I know one thing. She's weak.
That's all well and good. I wish I cared. Kill Sapadal if you must, but do it some other way. You'll leave Naku Kubel alone. Stomp your feet as much as you like. Your opinion doesn't matter to me.
You forget your place, Archmage. No matter. I am happy to remind you.
And I will end you, Inquisitor.
I will seal your unlife in ice for an eternity. Do not for a moment think that you possess any power here. You, and more importantly, your people, will regret all of it.
Thank you. This is getting us nowhere.
I have an alternate solution to the problem at hand.
This should be amusing.
I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt me. Don't make me separate your skin from your muscle. I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the living lands. It will isolate the dream-scourged essence and halt the creation of new dream thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwine from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. It's also what you may call a large one. Severing the Adra will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence, which, well, will result in a few deaths.
Gentle sleep. One moment day, the next, a poppy's dream to carry them to the Garden of Night. They would feel no pain.
You also will not enjoy hearing that it may cost a few dozen deaths, possibly even 100. There is no control over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the Dream Scourge from spreading in Shatterscarp. No new Dream Thralls will be created.
Ringrim is one of the smartest people alive. If she says this is the way, it's hard to argue. No matter how much we...
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic limb, so to speak.
At least I'm not the only rational voice in this debate. She would sacrifice the very people we're trying to save, and for what? Not even to destroy the Dream Scourge. Merely to slow it down.
Destroying the ruins and killing the Dream Thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwine's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more. If only the Inquisitor was as astute as you. Regardless, you're correct. So long as the Dream Scourge exists, more people will become infected. And the infected will take more lives, and this will continue indefinitely.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you, Envoy. I want to show you. I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, Gladly. Sapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice. And what makes you so sure the decision is truly yours? Sapadal has been whispering in your ear, guiding you. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's...
What an amateur. She accuses Sapadal of what she intends to inflict on you. Don't fall for...
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good? Perhaps not. But one of these solutions will bring an end to the matter in Shatterscarp. Remember the village and the statue it couldn't repair. Remember the lesson I tried to teach you. None of our lives matters. Not when they might cost us the future. Now choose, Envoy. Destroy the ruins and the Dream Thralls, but allow the plague to keep spreading. Or sever the Adra and end the plague in Shatterscarp, with an unknowable number of casualties.
She toys with you with innocent lives, while I offer only the truth.
Call it an experiment, to see if a mortal can think of futures beyond one's lifetime, and be less sentimental than the village about its statue. Also, I rather loathe the Inquisitor. She's far too used to getting her own way.
Ideological and self-absorbed. You hold a blade to the throat of my soldiers, but that's no excuse for wasting my time. Envoy, I hate to be in this position, but at least the choice is in Adiran hands. So choose.
Good people die either way, but severing the Adra shortens their suffering, I hope.
Breaking the Adra is a bold choice, but it's such a terrible cost. If only we had time to do it with some finesse. Then again, it's not as if I trust Ludwig. The dead have no right to choose for the living. I'm at a loss. Whatever you do, make sure you believe in it, because there's no going back.
What? No!
You're giving the Steel Garrote everything they want. And what do we get in return? Nothing.
I will honor your decision, even if I think you're a disappointment.
Your patron deity might object, but the living will thank us for it.
Burn, destroy, we twine.
Soldiers of the Steel Garrote, you heard him. Bring it down.
no match for our might. These ruins were hideous anyway.
Congratulations, Envoy. You listened to your reason instead of your patron. It takes an ironclad will to defy one's god. Even better. Unlike Sapadal, I have no use for blind loyalty. Destroying the ruins brought us valuable time, but the threat of the Dream Scourge remains. Be on your guard. You and I are willing to do what it takes to restore order in the Living Lands. Heelguard lacks the spine to do what's right, but we won't let that stop us, will we? For now, this is where we part ways. The Steel Garrote and I follow a different path. No doubt it will cross yours eventually. As do I. We'll see who finds it first. One more thing, Envoy. I know what happened to Captain Alfear. You fought valiantly, and she fell in disgrace. But now you have a debt to the Steel Garrote. And one day, I will collect it.
What a vile, intolerant creature.
Good.
You have destroyed a place of great power. A part of your heritage, no less. Now that I know a new god was the reason for those anomalies in Naku Kobel, there's nothing left for me in the Living Lands. Angry? No. Disappointed? Somewhat. I'd hoped you would be more logical. The Dream Scourge may cost an untold amount of lives. You may have caused an absolute catastrophe. But that is for you to wrestle with. I'm done here. However, I have one final question for your young wizard. You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can dispel my illusions so easily. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone. Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? But, I have to think about it. At the very least, the Envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is...
They clearly need someone with a brain with them. Besides, I have centuries. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
Those old ruins have a purpose. Absolute destruction.
I'm sorry. But before anything else, I need a word with you. Of course, I understand the impulse of wanting to save those in Thirdborn.
You understand the impulse? Where's this going?
But think of all that we lost. Because of you and that monster.
That's her life's work you're talking about. Maybe it's nothing to you, but it's everything to us.
Her life's work is making her advocate for killing people. Just saying.
Ludwig is a fool. Her brain has rotted away with the rest of her. We have no reason to believe that the Dream Scourge has been stopped, by the way. It certainly hasn't stopped Dream Scourge from appearing everywhere else in the Living Lands.
Then maybe we turn a few more of these ruins into heaps of rubble. I can't see anything good that's come out of them.
Maybe stop talking while you're ahead.
Years of lost history found, just in time to be erased by two Adiran fools. I suppose I thought you were smarter than this. How disappointing. Reengrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than the dead woman burning down homes.
I hate to say it, Yatsli, but we're not changing anyone's mind today. Let's talk later. Just the two of us.
Fine, fine. You're right. It's done. Let's just focus on getting to the garden. Envoy, we need to discuss what you did in the ruins. You destroyed something that was... I'm trying to remain calm. I have to remember that you had a reason for what you did. Nothing infuriates me more than to do what Ludwig wants, but... I'm not unhappy with what you did. Those ruins were literally priceless. They had real Echidans in there. Think of how far my research would have shot forward. But we would have had to sacrifice so many for it. And I can't say that's a fair trade. Usually I know the right answer. It's obvious. Here, the... All right. How could I forget? Your friends here beg your aid, but your loyalty truly lies with the monsters from your hometown.
Give the envoy more credit than that. He did what had to be done.
All right. I understand. I'm sorry, Envoy. This is my life's work. And that skeletal mania... I'm just a little more raw than I... It's all right. I think you've earned a bit of trust from me. Things have been... unreal. We spoke to actual ancient Echidans in the ruins. I was able to ask questions and get answers. True. Though switching it up might be more confusing to those not in the know. But to go through the trials ourselves? Oh, could we... Must you try to ruin my fun, dearie? Well, I have to start writing this all down before I forget. But do return if you think of any other juicy details. Sweet dreams, Envoy.
Never thought I'd be going back to Galloway. Its tusks.
Careful with that.
That's 3. It's definitely getting fired up now. Right. As we were saying. Never thought I'd be going back to Galloway's tusks. Relax. We won't embarrass you too.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp. The ruins of Naku Kubel predate civilization as we know it. We had so much to learn from them. But the Steel Garrote care nothing for the past. Only the future. As long as it's under their thumb. I'm not saying it was an easy decision, or that you should have acted differently. The fact remains that we played into our enemy's hands, and what did we get in return? We delayed the inevitable. Better than nothing, I suppose, though not by much. Who has time for progress? We need results. And we need them yesterday. Maybe there's no right answer to any of this. Maybe all we can do is keep going, leaving chaos in our wake. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. Even for a moment. Give us time to focus on our mission. Ourselves. No, I haven't. And yes, I should know better. A good night's rest would fix my head, but can't fix the world we live in. Maybe it's fine if they're both broken. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question? None taken. We'll talk another time. Get some rest. You deserve a nap. For that matter, so do I. If I must. Katoa and Hayako. An interesting pair. They were trying to protect their community. From your people, no less. And you killed them. Was it? I only bring it up because people are growing wary of your empire. With good reason. Just don't give them an excuse to take their anger out on us. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest. Pleasant dreams.
So, we found a map to the garden. Now we see how accurate those ancient godless cartographers could possibly be. Not sure how helpful that map will be, really. There's probably a reason no one's been to the garden in centuries. We'll see. We don't know what's really there, other than your secret god friend. I figure either it's a complete dud and there's nothing really there, or we all lose our minds the second we show up. Either way, was it worth it? Who knows? And that's all that matters, I guess. Anyway. Not before I've done some reading. Listen, that back there, in the ruins, that was a lot. I know you passed 3 trials, but I'm not sure what that means, exactly. I don't know. Maybe you're the chosen one now. Some kind of prophecy? You don't look that different to me. It's not that I didn't enjoy tromping around in the ancient death trap, getting bossed around by spirits and all that. But I really do hope this was the last time. That kind of humidity does terrible things to my beard. Anyway. Pleasant dreams. Let's not do that again. Let's stay out of Archmage's domains from now on. Sure, we made it out alive, but that outcome felt out of my hands more than I'd like. Right. I'm trying. All I'm good at is surviving, under specific conditions that make sense to me. When things don't make sense, what am I supposed to do? Just hope it all works out? Right. I wish I had thought of that. Anyway, I'm glad to be out of there. Time to curl up with some jerky and a few swigs of Wodak. Anyway. If I must.
When you were out in the shark's teeth, you didn't happen to find a badge belonging to Tama, did you? Sure is. Reminds me of old times. Long marches, scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. You'd be surprised. With the right company, even a storm-tossed journey can be a good one. And Tama, he had a way of making even the roughest patrols feel like a romp. He'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. It wasn't so bad. At least Tama was easy on the eyes. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were going to collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards, or songs, or stories. Straight to the point. Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. We did our best to keep him in one piece while we hauled him back. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. I'm sure of it. Not much got by him. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing, no glory, no din of battle, no Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over yours. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. Cruel irony, isn't it? He comes to our rescue, and in the process, he loses the thing that marks him as a soldier. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. No. But it means a lot to finally have his badge in hand. There's just one last thing I've got to do. What can I say? Guess I never liked graveyards. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Thomas. It's time I said goodbye. Anyone ever tell you there's such a thing as being too observant? It's downright eerie. Envoy. Never mind. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Emerald Stair. I know your Emperor sent you here to represent Adir. With the Steel Garrote trying to raise Fjord has got to make things harder for you. You saved lives. Of course that counts. But that doesn't make it easy. The cruelty behind the Steel Garrote's plans. It's hard to reconcile that with the place you've called home. I just wanted to know how you're feeling about all this. I admire your loyalty, but don't let it swallow every other part of you. No matter what you tell yourself, those feelings have a way of coming out eventually. Anyway, I just want to check in with you. This may be your burden, but you don't have to carry it alone. What's on your mind? Shake the sand out of your bedroom. I've been meaning to talk to you about Kotoa and Hayako. You did what you had to do, Envoy. Putting them down was for the best. Given the alternative? Yeah. Those two fought for Rawatai in the Deadfire. They learned how to disrupt enemy movements and destroy supply lines. They'd have nipped and poked at your comrades at Eagle's Reach until Adir finally snapped back. At Thirdborn, most likely. All while the two of them remained secure and defended in their Tau. And they found one. Thirdborn's under threat, but if loose cannons like them fire at everything that moves, they'll draw even more trouble to our walls.
They lash out like cornered animals, giving the Steel Garrote a reason to fight back. Not that they need a reason.
Still, better not to give them one. Or they'll have us fighting on too many fronts. Stunts like theirs will only draw the ire of the Steel Garrote, or the full force of the Adiran army if they push hard enough. Believe me, I want to be wrong about this. The Living Lands is changing. We've got more ships coming to port every year. If it's not Adir, it'll be someone. Night, Envoy.
Does anyone have a copy of the Theorems of Pangram? I want to try something.
I would... wish I could help, sweetheart. But the only copy I know of was lost somewhere in the field.
How could they? Vipers in the grass. We do not, cannot forgive. We blessed the Tabaru Sanakis and they prick us in return. We will dream too then. Dream of the flood that breaks.